A good evening, this is Nerd to Human, and welcome back to our Rebels campaign here on Rome Total War. And you join me with Atmos the Great, sitting in the great city of Julianus, of course, where we're just gathering ourselves some troops for the next step of our grand adventure. Of course, last time we had ourselves the finale of sorts anyway. The great city of Vengeance was taken with much blood, to remember the likes of Aeses, who sadly could not quite make it to the promised land, but there is still work to do, and perhaps it really just shows up how important Atmos has been on this here campaign, because yes, several people have not quite made it, have they? So alright, fine, we've lost one of our great heroes along the way, but Atmos is still here, albeit quite old at this stage, and I say they've not all made it. Possibly I'm phrasing it that way because whilst Dacian over here is fine, Neos is not. Neos is not in a good place right now. Heracles is here, and this is a Doom faction leader, it should be said. Okay, we've got ourselves, yes, 6 silver chevrons. This guy is going to be absolutely brutal and pretty much unkillable. So if we can't get the reinforcements into play, he is doomed. So we've got 2 turns. We can pretty much get these guys. Even with them, maybe we can have enough firepower to do it, but there's no infantry here to chop him down. So I'm afraid Neos might well be in trouble. He might be an honest, popular hero, confident in defence, but yes, he's going to be greatly vanquished by the end of this, sadly. Now, as for the rest of this here campaign, well, as I mentioned last time, we will be doing this now once a week on the Saturdays, just to continue on with some of the story, and I do think there is a little bit more legs to go with this. So, of course, we do need to finish off the Seleucids. They've been one of the sort of great enemies of this era. We've also got Thrace over here, who we thought we would take out nice and early, but we didn't quite manage to do it. So we're sending our general army of nonsense over there to go and deal with them. That could be good fun, and we'll see about the rest of it, because I have some plans. Now, we are starting to gather the likes of, mass chariot armies and things like that. That's really what I'm looking to try and build. Horse archers being gathered. We are growing here at Cyrus Spartacus, so we should be able to get a few more horse archers out as well. Keranos is under siege at this stage as well, by the way. Seleucids are in big trouble, so we're going to continue on and see what else there is left of the story here, because I think there's a little bit more organically left to go. So we'll end our turn and we'll watch the death of Neos, because I don't really hold up too much hope for him. And indeed, the game doesn't think I have much of a chance either. That is unfortunate. Even their infantry's got 7 experience. Didn't even notice that the first time. 5 chariots of 8 experience. Yeah, we have no hope. I guess you could rout these guys. These guys could be gone. These guys could be taken down. But yeah, we have no hope in this whatsoever. I guess the best we could do is maybe kill the faction heir. Don't even know if that's worth it. Either way, they said an end Neos. It's been good, but well, no Atmos. Sadly, this is not Medieval 2, so we can't just disrupt all of these rams. They will just ignore us as we try and poke them. Nonetheless, we will try to poke them. So Mr. General can just charge straight on into the Peltas and see if he can get himself killed. Maybe he should actually get in formation first, lads. That is probably for the best. We're not going to bother trying to burn anything down. Looks like the chariots are coming forward, which is actually what I kind of want these guys for. So, Mr. General, if you can lead those chariots into a death zone, that would be lovely. Indeed, actually, what we probably want, Mr. General, please don't die that way. Yes, they're just saving up their own men now, which is marvellous. Let's try and get these guys to run amok. That would probably be for the best. Let's get the General just as a tease here. That's good. Yes, the gate is shut. So that's very nice indeed. You guys really shouldn't be skirmish moding behind a wall. That would be not very clever of you, know. So I'm just going to see if we can make them run them up. That's really the best chance, although I'm largely going to be stupid in this battle. That's essentially my plan here today. So we're going to send the General out over here, and the Eastern is indeed stop chasing out of the town. We're trying to shoot this guy with the flaming missiles. Utter tits, honestly. Okay, so is this the main general? This is the main general, so we've got very little chance of killing him. The chariots don't know what they're doing, and the horse archers are not really going to be very helpful. But we'll see if they want to help with a little bit of support fire. So this is going to end so badly for him. Oh, Neos. Oh, I'm sorry. These chariots just won't die from the fire. That's ridiculous as well. How do you want to do this? I would say we probably just want to get ourselves a nice charge in with these guys. You guys can just come in and support because, honestly, we're about to die. And that's not particularly good. But we might as well try and charge the chariots in. I mean, they're not doing a very good job, obviously, as you can see, but we'll see what they can do. The chariots are, yeah, we're just a bit stuck inside the city there, so it isn't particularly ideal. But with the horse archers just giving a bit of a poke, that's fine. You can keep on shooting. Oh, the chariot's deciding to move now. There might actually be a chance if the chariots want to do some shredding. Oh yeah, they have units at the front gate. We should probably do something about all of that because these guys are kind of not where I want them to be, are they? Not really. Oh, they are running amok. Good. We did something in this battle. Obviously, they haven't shredded their entire army while they've been running amok. That would be too useful, of course. So we'll run these guys back to the centre. We'll just make sure the cavalry intercept any of them, and we'll focus on this for the time being. How are we doing, by the way? They're kind of struggling. General's actually been chopped down a fair amount, but we just haven't had a good charge from those chariots, unfortunately. Let's just see what we can do. Yes, I know that's happening, and I don't care about it, game. Let's get the general back in here, blow a horn of destiny, something like that. We didn't even blow the horn, but there we are. Let's just see what we can do here. He's getting kind of weak now, down to 30 odd. Let's get Neos out of there just for a moment. You've captured the enemy walls, or sorry, the enemy captured my walls. This is my city. I forgot about that. Blow the horn, take him down. Okay, we're just going to see if he can do it now. This is really not the best use of all these units, but we're just going to do it anyway. And the camels can just, they can stand there and die. It is absolutely fine. Look, this is a second general for us, so he's going to have a little bit better staying power than most. But it's just really a matter of who can do the chopping now. There is Neos. He's doing a good job here. He's still fighting valiantly. This guy is 8 experience, may I not remind you. Down he goes. Well done. Well, Neos, you've managed to take him out. If nothing else, the enemy king is dead. And, I mean, we're doomed, but, you know, we've achieved something. Into the next phase of the battle then, where we're going to flaming missile into these guys and just see what we can do. And, yes, we are going to be just bringing these guys in the rear to see if they can somehow just make these guys rout. Highly doubt they can manage it, but we'll see what they can do. So, likewise, just get these guys on the edge. We do have the chariot here just to hopefully help with a little bit of morale crashing. Neos, get yourselves out. Get yourselves out. Oh dear, the horse archers did not do a good job there. Right, Neos, you did not quite convince them to rout there. Not surprising, but yes, unfortunately that has not worked out very well. Eastern General, that would be the ideal other unit to go down. So we'll just get everyone on the Eastern General. That would probably be ideal. The chariot, you just stay there. Don't get too involved. Neos, you're just going to have to try here. My general is dead. Indeed he is. That's the archer guy, by the way, not Neos. Neos is still fighting. But sadly, oh no, we're actually being pushed off the plaza in some cases. Okay, I think you're going to have to charge, Mr. General. You're going to have to come back and try and help your men, whatever's left of them. All of these guys on the General. Try and take him down if you can. Neos is charging on in. He's going to die to these Scythian lads, but he's going... Oh, no, he's routing. You disappoint me, Neos. You deserve your death, perhaps, maybe. I mean, at the moment, he's just getting... No, he hasn't managed it. I was really proud of Eva killing the king, but he's not managed to do it. He's gone down to mercenaries, pajama mercenaries at that. And the inevitable defeat is going to happen. Of course, it is Ahmos's loyal bowmen who I will allow to rout in this position. To be honest, they're literally being rammed up against the wall of our house. So, there we are. We've been defeated, but we killed the king, and I think that's about as good as we could have hoped for. And the Thracians are going to come for us. Okay, well the sound music is still playing, but I'm feeling quite happy about all of this. So Baisas is coming to take us on with a load of silver saffron experience. Hopefully our gold experience will be able to do the job. Just massive piles of cavalry will hopefully do it. I would assume that the small amount of phalanxes won't cause us a problem. It might do. We shall see about that. But yes, this guy is also 4 experience. Not too bad. He is brave, so we should take him out. He's a drunkard, though, which isn't particularly great. Okay, yeah, shield bearer for some of his valour. Okay, let's head on in. Let's take him down. Suffice to say that we really should not run straight into the middle of this line, but we are just going to largely run forward and smash into them. If you're asking who these guys are, I think it's Titus here at the front, and Sextus is actually number 6. Yes, so that there is indeed Sextus. So you guys, are you the militia cav? You are the militia cav, and your job is to throw javelins. That's fine. We'll tell some of these central guys to plough to the flanks, I guess. It'll probably be fine. Okay, so yeah, we'll just grab those 2 militia cavs into the centre, and you appear to be charging generals straight into phalanxes. Excellent news. Can we just get all the generals on this side just to plough straight at their general? That would please me very, very much. You guys get yourselves over here. We're going to lose several generals in this battle. That is indeed half of the cocking point. So we'll just see who deserves to live at the end of all this. So we'll go and grab our general. Oh, that their king's dead already. Absolutely marvellous. And the whole entire army is going to fall apart. And they're going to melt like proverbial cheese. Like, yes, only proverbs. Proverbs. Good old proverbs. Yes. It sounds like the way you'd advertise it if you were French. Yes, buy the proverb cheese. The best cheese around. And they are pretty much all dead in this battle. It's over already. Absolutely cocking glorious. I do believe that no one actually died from our army in this battle. I mean, not, obviously men died, but not the actual generals themselves. Yes, Titus Victor won that battle there, taking out the boys. That's lovely stuff. Yeah, I don't actually think we lost any of our generals, so well done, lads. I say well done, but it does say heroic death. That might just be Neos, though. Indeed, for Pasaf Mufius Neos Philopator. The general is dead. That is a bit of a shame. It is a bit of a shame. I'm sad that he ran away at the end, but he was trying to charge for about 200 infantry. It was never going to work, was it? No. Okay, well, Desicanthos can continue. Sadly, we were just a little bit late getting any reinforcements to him. We were going to get them there in time for the last turn, but yes, they decided to attack before since they had plenty of rams, and yes. We are, though, getting plenty of basic infrastructure in place. Parma getting its warlord hold. Oh, very nice. It's a shame that it's, yeah, it's barbarian, but it's okay. You can see that the boat has just been delivering some men to it quite recently, which is marvellous. Now, a couple of other things I've been doing in between episode here is we got ourselves, yes, a Bolshevik Sikar, who has, yeah, 100 cavalry, gold, triple gold chevron. Absolutely lovely. This is the guy we tried to kill before, who, yes, that's very untrusting, but reasonable, I would say. Now, his job, he's going to go over to the boat here, and the boat is going to absolutely cheese it by running off in that direction. So yes, we're going to grab that guy. Plenty of fleet power, apparently. So yes, we're going to go over and invade them, which will be good fun. Supplied by the Spanish. That will be marvellous. We're going to continue moving in this direction, mainly just to plonk down the odd watchtower, but also to gradually move towards the Numidians, who do seem to have a fair amount of forces, but yes, apparently they're all javelinmen, so even Iberian infantry might have a chance against them. We do, though, have... we can probably send some other lads to come and help him out, actually. So we will go and send our cavalry to come and help him. That'll be fine. I think it'll be okay. So yeah, we'll send them to come join up over there at the crossroads. That is a-okay. And that will be that force being continued with. As for other campaigns in this part of the world, we probably want to be sending you over there, get things organised. Yes, the Numidians are just going to rebel over to us at QQ eventually, And I might as well, yes, send the other random force. Xenophanes Lol. What a name. Wow. How does he have a name Lol? That's excellent. If you played more as Carthage, you might have seen that before, but alright. Xenophanes Lol. I love it. Right, Diff stalks the land in Athmos. Oh no. That's a bit of a shame. Okay. That might be a bad omen. We've got plague in Egypt. Yeah. Well, the story checks, I suppose, but yes, alright, we're going to need to organise our forces. Athmos was just doing that. He is mostly supposed to be looking after Tomzantium these days, but maybe he's got more work to do. I don't know. I feel like he needs to pass things over, but he is going to pick up a few peasants along the way. I don't know what else he was here for. Possibly it was just actually to check for some mercenaries. Indeed it was. That was the whole point of this trip, I think. So we'll see. We can't retrain them here. Fine. We'll go and get him moving and all will be okay. On the note of moving onwards, yeah, we'll get... It's so sad inside this town. They are so unhappy. I think they're all just dying, but it's fine. We'll just keep on sending more and more in. Yes, I think we just had about 7 killed. That is excellent. We will try and kill the factionaire. Did we kill him? We missed the target. Hardly surprising. We like this angle apparently. Go and kill the mad lad. And we failed again. Okay. So we're going to just put it under siege. Now, of course, we can't really do anything with a lack of infantry. So we'll have to send someone along. Some Thracians can go and like push the ram or something. That'll be okay. But we do need to go and take those lads out. We'll just storm them with a Bithynian cavalry. That might be what we do a few times. Up over here in Adelhaides, Campus Antiochus and Adimos, we relieved the siege after we got rid of this siege. So we're in a slightly better position in that regard now. So that's A-OK. And what do we actually want to do with them? I'm not sure. These lads are going to go to the bridge. I think we should go and punch Dacia in the face, to be honest. Let's go punch Dacia in the face. We will, where possible, maybe hire up some mercenaries just to continue on. Yeah, maybe we'll just send like a random unit. You know what? Warband, I almost deleted the whole entire force then. No. We'll get rid of those warband, that'll be fine. We can probably do the population here anyway, so that's fine. And, oh right, yes, you can retrain as long as we get more population here. So I think what we want to be doing in these towns is honestly just pumping out population. Right, everyone, have babies. Lots and lots and lots of babies. Send them to Tomzantium, not just because we want more people there, but mainly because we just want more people anywhere. Actually, that's one of the underpopulated towns. And yeah, part of the issue we've got with this is that Scythia down here are in control of all of these towns as far as we're concerned. So yeah, unfortunately we can't actually pump population out of there or here to actually reinforce other areas, which is a bit of a shame. This one is almost there though, having just had a recent delivery of random Egyptian lads who managed to escape the plague actually, so that's very nice indeed. It worked out pretty well for them. So I will have a little plod around the map and make sure I've got everything sorted, but by and large I think we're looking pretty good to push on. As a new term begins, we are finally getting things like the stables out in all of these Persian settlements. Absolutely lovely. We'll spend a bit more of our big buckets of money on more and more infrastructure because yes, we're just really just pouring out more and more of the units at this point, just trying to create a very, very steady armies. Where have you come from, by the way? That's an interesting position. Need to keep an eye on him. But yes, over in this part of the world, we continue to try and grow our cities by sending out random peasants. But we have managed to, well, I tried to make Julianus into a Greek settlement, but it seems to flip back to Romans. So a big part of Astarte. Oh yes, thank you very, very much. We've Athos back over here in Tomzantium now, which is absolutely lovely. Continue to send more and more spies in this direction. And Aaron is over here, just heading over to deal with the Pontics, who are currently causing me a few irritations. So Dionysus has appeared to have survived the Assassin's Blade, and Isaac the Killer. Oh no, I hope that wasn't the good one. Oh no, that's Yuva, that's fine. Okay. So yes, Isaac the Killer managed to fail, but he didn't manage to die like the other lad. If you can't kill him, I suspect none of them can. So we'll just pop into these towns. We'll assassinate anyone we can. We'll just try and get some practice in. There are some random armies popping up here or there to come and help us out. We'll just get rid of one of these militia cav for the time being, just so we have room for our good friend to come join in. That will be lovely. So I guess he'll join in next turn, unless you can actually get there. No, it seems like he can't. That's a bit of a shame. So we'll just wait another turn to kill those guys. But as for over here, yeah, it's a bit more of a random mercenary force kind of coming together. But we will try, desperately, try to get into Borrelisian. They're all dead. Every single cocking one of them. Fine, I'll take out these guys, some horse archers, and we'll get going from there. For some unbeknown reason, they seem to have decided to not fight, even though they started the battle, and I think they might even be retreating now, which is pretty spectacular considering they've done sod all so far in this battle, other than waste my cocking time. So we're going to go and shoot them down the best we can. You know what, lads, we're just going to charge into the rear of you if you're going to be so kind as to show your backs. So the Scythians will do whatever they can to try and tear these guys asunder. But yeah, I'm not going to worry too much about it. If we don't kill them here today, we'll just kill them another day. So that's absolutely fine. What a waste of my time, lads. I'm not very pleased about that, but there are, yeah, just a couple of them getting shot as we leave. Should, though, be able to go and deal with those ballistas, actually, guys. So maybe ignore the Falksmen and charge into these guys instead. Let's take them out, because they're quite annoying. Let's make sure that these lads, if nothing else, don't come back. And these guys seem to have actually got themselves caught, or they just shot themselves. I think they've just shot themselves, to be honest. I'm going to say at this point, chaps, yeah, we'll just kill whoever's left, because this is pretty much just a few Falksmen. So the Dacians, we're coming for you, because we've been sort of ignoring you for a little while now, and I'd very much like you dead. So we'll shoot down what we can. Huge pile of horse archers. Shoot down the shirtless lads. There we go. I threw a bit of shade at Newcastle at an earlier episode, and I guess we'll be doing it again. Shoot him down, lads, shoot him down. And over in Antioch, they're going to sally forth, and it's Abelgios, who has 3 elephants left and some scythe chariots, which could always be good fun. This guy is an absolutely nonsensical tit, and he needs to be put out of his misery. So time to head on in and get a small measure of vengeance. Out they come then, and we do have ourselves a marvellous situation, which is that we get to use the towers to shoot them down. Now obviously we just have to start where we start here, but we do get to use these guys. Now sadly this is only a minor city, not a large city. I do quite enjoy using the ballista towers to shoot them as they sally forth, but we'll just get some extra missile fire. To be honest, we have plenty enough missile fire here today because yes, we have all of the archers in the world. Once they stop not moving around and they actually start shooting, yes, because we have tons of horse archers over here as well. So there we are. That is absolutely lovely. Where are you going, lads? You're getting into position. Well done. So I suspect this isn't going to go too well as sallies go, but there are some units coming out the side, as you might ever expect. So a few archers just trying to deal with us, they won't do a very good job. But yes, obviously it's the Pontics who killed Neos, not the Seleucids, but I do want to punch them in the face anyway, because Neos would very much appreciate that. He loved to punch these guys in the face. So we're going to let his friend Desacanthos do that instead. That will be lovely. Now, I just pointed out actually that Athens was turning into Roman city. Let's flip back, and we're going to keep trying to flip it back with that hoplite, which for some reason is making them Roman and not Greek. But I do actually have a few Greek cities now. Salona has just grown. I'm building the barracks there, so we'll actually get some proper hoplites before long, which will be very exciting indeed. Now, Mr. Chariots, charge into El General. And actually, Desacanthos, I'm going to sell you to come and join this party because I think you should come and join in your friends here and take care of them. We should probably meet them this side of the tower, lads. We're going to meet them right in front of the tower, aren't we? You're a little bit late on that front. Oh, well, it's fine. We'll get ourselves shot down. That'll be absolutely lovely. And we'll shred him as much as possible. You just try... you try and plough through to the next unit. They're already dead. That's amazing. Okay, we won't stop. He's already dead. We'll just keep on going because that's much more entertaining. Okay, Militia Cav are probably in trouble now. I think this battle's as good as done. And at the very side of Desacanthos, they are fleeing. Well done, my good sir. We are now shooting our general with fire. We killed a lot of him with our own fire, which is amazing. I don't think I've ever seen my own general killed by my own flaming missiles, but not that I've been 100% sure it was him anyway. Nonetheless, we might get him back behind the line now, because brave as he was, we have quite a lot of toasty horses now. So we'll... oh yes, there are elephants here. We should probably make sure that we deal with them in a sensible fashion. We've got flaming arrows on, so yeah, we'll clear them out easy enough. And Militia Cav, to be honest, will just outrange them. That's why I ran my general back here and the chariots back, because they were just getting javellined a little bit. So a few flame missiles into here. The elephants, sensibly enough, not going over in this direction, but we'll probably still clear them out with our horses. Probably, he says. Yeah, there we are. They're routing. They're no trouble. This battle's as good as done. Oh, they're back inside, back outside even, and they're running amok almost into the 8 men standing around here, but not quite. Unfortunately, we might have to put them down. Yeah, they don't really like the fire. They should run away from us. Oh no, we've left them in a smoking heap. Sadly, the elephants are gone. Well, for some reason, I don't know what a sally means, because they just are standing outside the gate and they're not doing anything. We've killed pretty much everyone at the front gate, so we're just going to start shooting down their side of chariots. We're wasting my time yet again. Yeah, we'll just have them shot. I don't think they're going to cause us too many problems. They're now running amok, which is kind of funny, because it now means that Militia Cav have run out to talk some sense into them, which basically means they're going to get murdered by their own friends. Oh, please, just slightly turn. Slightly turn. Oh, it's not going to work. Oh, well, or at least we managed to get another unit out here. I think we might actually be teasing out the last few men, which means we should be able to clear them out. So yeah, get on top of those Militia Cav. A couple more side chariots you just need to be dealt with. They're going to charge us. Absolute madmen. Okay, we'll take them out. The odd javelin smashing us in the face, but aside from that, it looks like we've, yeah, taken care of those guys. And are they running back in their city? They might be, you know. General's bodyguard. Yeah. We'll follow them in if we can. We failed to do so far. There we go. We finally managed to get someone into the gates. And that means that we can... No, we can't. Okay, well, this is going to be really bad for everyone else. So maybe we'll just run away. This battle's a bit cursed, to be honest. I keep on having this issue where there's the front gate too. This guy's now thinks he's inside, just stuck outside. These guys think they're outside. Apparently he's just one. The other guys would have been shot at this point. So what are you doing, sir? The tower's trying to shoot you, but it's failing. Excellent work dodging the tower. Do you want to shoot him at any point, lad? You're probably best off, I would say. As it turns out, he's an absolute cocking genius. By himself, he has claimed victory. Well done, Stevios. I am very pleased with you. So, lovely job done. A measure of revenge. It wasn't really these guys who upset him, but you know what? Neil's will be happy about this. And pretty much as every episode goes, we have to head into Castlevania, and whilst sometimes battles can be repetitive, I think this has become a key part of the whole storyline of this campaign. It's not a very good army. This will be quick, but I can't deny Castlevania. Well, this might not be the city that you remember, but Castlevania's had a little bit of a makeover. We are, well, attempting to make it into a castle, I guess. We're maybe just partway through the project. We have ourselves a lovely hill mound here, which is presumably where the castle's going to go. But for now, yes, we appear to have ripped up most of it apart from our old friend the temple here, which still remains from the sitting by the old plaza. But okay, yes, we have upgraded this into a barbarian town, which means that it is slightly different. Now, actually, in many ways, this is not terrible, because whilst the city streets can't be blocked off by the few hoplites that we have, we do at least have a hill. So we're going to make use of the hill instead, which is an underrated feature of the barbarian cities. So we are, yes, going to get these lads out here, just in terms of a flanking manoeuvre, but it probably won't even matter because these guys are already pretty much ready to die. So we're going to grab all of these guys, and I'm going to say a war cry on all of them. And then the skirmishes coming on in. They're not going to last very long, it should be said. So I'm just going to start saying, these guys start running into the flanks. and we will immediately watch them fall apart. So yes, Warcry and charge down a hill. All will be a-okay, and I don't think that they're going to last. So we will try and get this guy back here, but it doesn't really make much difference, to be honest. These guys can plan to the swordsman. They'll probably get themselves killed. But yes, a bit of a makeover here in Castlevania. I'd just like to think one day we'll have a castle up here, but maybe we won't live to see that day. We are piling down the hill into them, and I'll be honest, it's not looking great for these lads. I'm going to send the general to charge on in. This guy's actually no longer the... He should be the general, because he's been the one who's been here for a long time, hasn't he? But apparently he's no longer actually the Steve in charge. It's a bit of a shame for him. Looks like they're all falling apart, but I'm glad we did come along for this here battle, because it's worth seeing the castle looking a little bit different as we're in the makeover stage over here. So there we go. Alright, it looks like everyone else is dead, which is excellent news. There's some general down a hill somewhere, because he's got on... Coward, I think coward's the right word. Oh, yeah, we just ploughed into the guy with the ram, not the rest of the unit. No, you get out. Oh, they're routing. Of course they're routing, because they're idiots. So there we are. We'll finish off the rest of these. We'll send him into the war band. You go and finish off all of that. And all the infantry, you can come out and help us too. That'll be absolutely marvellous. Victory and glory is largely there. It's just a matter of if the general can learn how to charge his horse. Would you like to help your old friend here? Because he's actually about to die because you don't know how to, like, charge. Are you going to win? Shaken. Shaken? Still shaken. Who even knows what they're trying to do right now? Is he going to die here? He's up to 13. He's nearly dead, lads. I mean, if he dies, he dies. But, you know, you really shouldn't be this close, to be honest, chaps. He's down to 7. Fair play. He's still fighting hard. The infantry are just about arriving in time. Not quite actually turning up, because no one seems to know how to pathfind on this battlefield. There we cocking go. Lovely stuff. This guy can charge into him, and he's finally done it. Well done, everyone. Mr. General, for that uselessness, can you go charge down the war band who you're supposed to be killing? Fair play to this guy. He's defended Castlevania about 7,000 times. I can't even remember his name, but he also just survived that very heroically. So well done to all of his bodyguard who somehow made it through that nonsense. Probably shouldn't have charged the ram rather than the people in the first place. But hey-ho, a lovely victory here once again at Castlevania, and it's pretty much just a case of this unit going down. So you know what, sir? You need to earn your keep. So, if you want to stay here in this lovely, lovely castle over here in Marseille, then we might as well charge this guy down. Winded! That was terrible camera work, by the way, game. Not particularly convincing. Not a very good wedge either, but he's just going to have to fight and see if he can chop him down. They're eager, apparently, which is somewhat surprising. But we'll just let him chop himself down. If he dies, well, he's definitely deserved it, because he left his other friend in the lurch, and now his infantry don't want to follow his orders, which I would say is really pretty much just on him. Some of them are fighting again. Oh dear, this battle isn't as over as I thought it was, but General's about to die. Excellent news. This place is very, very steady, and I don't know why the game is having such a problem with this particular battlefield, but it's really, really struggling, isn't it? Not sure why. Down to 2 men, and they are running away right when he... Oh no, they're going to kill him as they go. He deserves it, damn it. And now the general is gone. They are going to run over. It's mainly that I told him to actually move into formation, by the way. That was how we got around that issue. And yes, the other guy is alive because we've largely been busy chopping them down, and he hasn't been killed by the reinforcement lads. So yes, at some point we will figure out how to attack this unit. Apparently they are mystical, because we're still failing to actually get on top of them. What a strange battle. I mean, I feel like this guy had it coming, but don't really know what's currently happening. I hope these guys are going to actually fight. Are we going to fight, or are we just going to stand there? Looks like we're fighting. Some strange battles today. I'm kind of here for it, but kind of slightly perplexed too. Druids into battle, by the way. Good to see the Druids actually doing some fighting. By that I mean dying and running away, because what is happening in this battle? It is frankly amazing that this unit is still fighting. There we cocking go. I mean, I know this was an absolute mess, but like everyone else had gone. They're all dead. Like, they were surrounded, basically. It's just obscene. But hey-ho, We'll let this guy continue to mop up. This battle's been way more of an occasion to talk about than I expected it to be. But sometimes that's what happens at this point of the campaign. Maybe the most obvious parts of the campaign are kind of done, but yeah, there's still some nonsense to be had. And you, sir, you should have saved your general, you fool. Well, Dentipes, you are gone, and I really couldn't care less. We do have another siege over here in Tertius, where Rashka Porush is going to be taken on by Diagis, who is coming in with some good experience on him, a big pile of rams, but we do have some pokey lads with sticks, so I think we'll probably be fine. In come the Dacians then, and they've done pretty darn well on this here campaign, it should be said. Normally their starter position is a big issue, to be honest, but they're doing pretty darn well with all their extra settlements. But if you do play as Dacian yourself, it's not really worth grabbing them. You might as well just kill Thrace, go down to Greece. As ever, basically, go get roads is the plan. But no, on this particular campaign, because they've just been given those settlements at the start, they've had, yeah, much better base to work from. They've been pretty darn impressive, it should be said. Getting out early archers definitely helps. And yeah, I just think their rounded army is pretty much suited to the early game in particular. But we're going to see what they're going to do here today. They are going to be a decent enough enemy. You can see here, Castlevania over in northeast Italy is a little bit more developed. This version, yeah, has the very nice zigzaggy approach. Now, I'd expect them to come that way, but we'll see what they want to do. On this side, I've got one unit of hoplites, militia hoplites, I should say, and we've got some starter behind and all the javelins in the world, because that's pretty much all we have for this battle. Piles and piles of javelins. So we'll see if they come this way. I've actually got a double line here, just in case they don't hold. We'll make sure that they stay on the plaza and stay holding the morale for as long as possible. So we'll see how they do as they're coming into us. But Dacia, yeah, going to be a key foe in this kind of continuation of the series, because they've been pretty darn strong so far. Well, there are some units coming from the left-hand side here, but they're not swinging all the way around the back, so that's good. I did need to keep an eye on that. Nonetheless, it does look like probably slightly more is coming from this direction, so I have sent the second unit over to defend this side. It looks like this is where the main battle is going to take place. So, javelins ahoy in at this general anytime you want, guys, because I can see he's right there, and you haven't even considered throwing yet. So a few coming in. There he goes. He's dead. He's run into pikes. Falksmen don't do very well against either. So I think that's well worth a lovely screenshot. Yes. So in the air he goes, and I think these guys are going to struggle against the double thick pile of militia hoplites who are eager and fresh. That's very nice indeed. Over on the other side, they haven't arrived yet. That's absolutely a-okay. I quite like the lighting over on this side. Yeah, actually it's getting a bit wonky, isn't it? There's a bit of a shadow somewhere, probably from yeah, one of my big chunky buildings. I think it's the tree there. It is indeed the tree there. They are starting though to push into the side bit there. These are starting, haven't really thrown anything in, but I'm going to say, yeah, throw in your javelins if you can. Don't even care about our own lads, guys. Yeah, you should be throwing in more and more of your javelins right away, because this is going to go very wrong very quickly otherwise. So yeah, pile in the javelins and see how they go, because I can see, yes, we're really getting pushed back now. Ooh, chunky death here. But it should work out in our favour eventually. How is this side going? Nothing yet coming in. Okay, I'm going to tell the General to just shuffle over here, just in case he needs to come help plug the gap. General said a 27. It was quite a chunky General, should be said. Can't retrain these Hastati too much, sadly. So we'll just have to see how that goes. General, you don't need to actually get involved. You just need to be close at hand. And yeah, as always, it's just the little side bit where the units will push through that you can have yourselves a few problems. But, okay, yeah, I'm glad I put the second unit over here. I think we're going to need it. So, javelins coming in on this side. Javelins. Oh, no, someone's still on skirmish. Get off skirmish, you tits. Don't do that. You're actually skirmishing into them because you're utter fools. Throw some missiles into them. And over here, I think Mr. General, yep, down there, go there, blah, blah. That's a sentence that absolutely worked. Down goes their General. And I'm going to tell my General to plough forward to make sure that we kill them all. And they are indeed fleeing over there. Good. So it's a good thing that I can speak sentences properly here today because, yeah, That was a pretty spectacular break on their part, but usually that's how it goes for the barbarians. They're not very well trained, so yeah, once the general goes, they're much more likely to fall apart. And I do believe that is the actual mechanic, which means that that is the case. So Archer Warband are technically not broken right now. That's victory. I wasn't expecting victory quite so soon, but that's absolutely lovely. Okay, we're going to grab you guys to run over them. Yeah, do run over them. You to run over them, that's absolutely fine. And yeah, we'll just let the general run down all of these guys. Victory and glory. I suppose it's a pretty darn familiar sight for the Hastati here, but big pile of dead barbarians. Absolutely magnificent stuff. Rashkaputis, nice job. And to continue the city sieges, Captain Yuli is going to come in against Captain Utsi. And it's actually a very, very similar army coming in for the attack, actually, isn't it? So I suspect that means they're going to die. This probably looks like quite a familiar battlefield. Indeed, it probably is, because, yes, we've already defended this a couple times, and they are equally in a stupid position as ever they are. So that is absolutely marvellous. We will just do a few cycles of charging, but that isn't a very auspicious start for them. A few round shield cavalry at the front. Not necessarily the ideal way to start their fight, no. So we'll throw in a few more javelins. It's basically all we've got in terms of javelin, but it will do. It will certainly do. It's nice just to soften them up a bit. So we'll get another charge in. Iberian infantry can at least win when they take on other Iberian infantry. That's the trick to this terrible unit, you see. That's the trick. They're not doing a very good job of chasing anyone down, but there's more coming in, so we should probably just refresh ourselves for the next charge. Into the next charge, and I'm sure it'll be absolutely a-okay. Indeed, they are melting like the proverbial once again. Let's this time try and get the lads behind into this battle. And there is still one more round shield back there. I think that's the one we already routed. So I'm just going to say cavalry can start piling on in to all of that lovely nonsense. If at any point these long shield cav actually want to like turn up, it's fine. We'll just let the general mop up these guys. I'm sure he can do it. So you get on top of them. The long shields one day will actually arrive, because what is up with my units today? Get over there, you bunch of tits, and clear them out. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So yeah, they are broken as well. They are falling apart. Lovely stuff. These guys are taking too long to arrive, which means we're still waiting on them. But we might just break the next unit accidentally here with the general, which would kind of suit me. That'd be quite amusing, to be honest. So yeah, long shields are now arriving. Let's just try pile through. Yeah, they're just mass routing because everyone's already running away. It seems like it's the thing to do, and indeed it is what they're doing. There's a few more units over on this side of the battlefield. We will war cry against them. But to be honest, I think it's probably time for some of our other friends to get involved. So you guys start charging in as well. Naked fanatics have work to do too. And I think the Spanish will be chopped down. We can retrain the Iberians, so we'll be absolutely fine over in this part of the world. And yeah, we'll just send in whoever else we've got to go and clear out whatever's left over there. As for all of this, I'm guessing we're done? Yeah, we're very much done. Okay, we'll get these guys around the rear and we'll clear them out. Oh, it's a long way around, isn't it? That's probably why it took them so long. Well, I'm just going to say go and smash them, but I think pretty much they're going to be dead now. So, this unit have half turned up to attack. I don't know what's wrong with some of the charges here today. They're not doing very good charging, but it is what it is, I suppose. Yeah, basically just send everyone to come and finish the job here. We've got some of them on the plaza. Everyone, charge on in, finish off these last few cav who are doing a good job of actually standing and fighting for the last few moments. Yeah, the cav have come this way around. It's much the better idea. So I think that is indeed victory. Who is actually left? Is there someone? There's someone over there. There's always one who comes that way. That's just Scutaria. Lovely. Spanish mercenaries, take them down. Another clear victory, but in Spain we are now going to be moving off the defensive and into a little bit more of an aggressive play. Speaking of which, I think it's time to start sending a lot of agents in to go and deal with the Spanish. So, how many have we got now? Down to 40. I think the last one didn't make any difference. So we'll send the next guy. further up north. Yes, you head over towards Numantia. That will be marvellous. Now, as for the general, yes, he might be doing some good work for the city. So actually, uncontrollable rage, actually -2 influence. So maybe it'd be better that I don't kill him, actually. Interesting. Should we just kill him anyway? You know what, we're just going to kill him anyway. That would be lovely. So he's now dead. Absolutely marvellous. And Retiny has expanded. Has this actually got happier as a result? It seems to be worse off, so that's good. Now, I could just go and take this with this massive army of doom that I brought along, but I'm kind of enjoying the idea of it giving up, actually. So I'm just going to shuffle along in this direction, and we'll swing back and deal with him in a minute if we need to. We can actually go and... Should we just keep on assassinating? Let's just do some more assassin training. Failed miserably. Disgrace, 22%. Not very likely, but there we are. I was kind of anticipating war declared there, but no, Thomas. That's not how it works when you are the rebels. Okay, yes, also we've got a very interesting city expands here from Skippy Eye. Shame. It's interesting because there's actually no opportunity to grow the city. It's a barbarian city in culture, which means even though it's reached 12,000 and it did actually have the prompt, and we actually get this message, it can't expand, which is intriguing, very intriguing indeed. It's not really surprising in some ways, but yes, never really think I saw that on the previous Rome campaign, or I certainly don't remember clocking it. So there we go. Oh well, we can at the very least retrain our men over here, which will be marvellous. So we'll go and do that, and we'll get ourselves another long shield cavalry, because those are actually very good units, and we should be training them up. They're about as good as we can get in terms of kind of medium level cavalry, I suppose. Now we really need some population over here. That's what we need to do. We need to ship all of our people. So Parma, now that yeah, we're just going to rehome all the people that we just previously rehomed, and we're going to send all of our Spanish friends over to yeah, over to there instead. That makes sense. You go live in North Africa now. That'll be absolutely marvellous. So as for other forces in this part of the world, yes, we're going to send the hoplites over to there. Might have to figure out what we want to do with that army. This guy is coming down here, I think just to be part of the population. A random spawn has actually got us a chance there, albeit they should lose if that actually happens, that battle, but it is, we'll see about that one when it comes about. So we'll get these guys to join on in. There's one more just for the hell of it, which is excellent news. And it looks like they're actually on their way to meet us. How nice. We'll just go and lop off his head. So you go and chop him off and up at the same time. Something like that anyway. You're not very good, but 41%, that's a decent little effort. So yeah, we're going to see if there's any chance of flipping this one over. 50%, oh, there actually is. We're not doing too bad with this either. Everyone's getting pretty darn unhappy about their lives being brutalised by the rebels. Now over here, you're supposed to be laying watchtowers, sir, but you seem to be distracted by the weird bug that happens in this region in particular, where it doesn't like you to lay down watchtowers, which is a bit of a shame because I like them a lot. So you can get yourself back over there, Mr. Nachrach. And yes, we do have a flood over here. People are moaning about, even though you're in a desert, I would have thought you'd like a little bit of water, but apparently not. Apparently not. So you get back inside the town. We'll just keep on training, even though there is a plague there. It's a-okay, and yes, you just join up with them. I think we are starting now to get big piles of all of our lovely units. Now I do need to take care of this little force that's just popped up in my way. So you know what, I might bring along all the cav, something like that, and see what we can do about him. Oh yes, that'd be very nice indeed. Yes, let's bring all of the cav along. Something like that. Good. And yeah, there we go. We have ourselves a pretty nice, annoying army to take him down with. And actually, on the note of annoying, do we have... our Armenian towns aren't quite converted yet. That's a shame. But horse archers ahoy over in the arse. That's what we wanted to see. Horse archers ahoy over here. Let's keep spending all our money. The stables are underway. And over here we're just going to disband you into this area. Now, I note a watchtower. Put down another one there on your way back down south, because it looks like more random. Are you Captain Begabushka? No, you're not allowed. Unless we get a Begabushka, we're not allowed to take that town back. None of you are Begabushka. That's a shame. You can just bring yourselves around here. That'll be fine. I wish you had another general over on that bridge as well. So we'll just bring everyone together. That's probably for the best. The Pontics, though, we need to... where are we in this campaign? The Pontics we probably do need to have some proper revenge on next time. But for now, I think our plan needs to be just to finish off these lads over here. Good, 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 good. Let's head on into Tylus and let's take down Rizos the Mad. Well, we are going to make ourselves as many holes as possible, and by that I mean basically 3, just to kind of loosen up the entranceway to our here city. And you know what, we'll send in a good old veteran. A couple of our veterans at the front. Yeah, that would be nice. Militia Cav, you guys get involved. And okay, yes, we'll send you in some groups. You 3, you're a group. Now we're going to grab some of our other experienced-ish lads. And you can charge into... that's the bodyguard there, very nice. Yes, you get yourselves over there. You're group 2 with the general. And then we got this lad here. I can't remember his name, but I remember him. He flipped to us when we killed the Julii. So the Julii lad can lead into those guys. And then basically all of our rebel friends can just run on through straight to the general. Straight to the general? Maybe. We'll see about that in a moment. You know what? Yes, you can go straight through to the general. Because I think you, sir, need to come deal with the general who's over here. Lovely. So we're just going to go for the AI's kind of approach to battles here, which is pile everyone on into battle, and it'll probably all be absolutely fine. So we're going to throw people in. We'll see how many generals die here today, but none died in the first battle, so we'll see about the second one, and the third one, and the fourth one. In fact, Mr. General, come join us. Come join the fun. You can leave the rest of your friends. They can... I don't know if there's anywhere for them to go, actually. You know what? Find your way over there. Get your way around there, and you can come join us in a little bit. That'll be magnificent. You through here, the barbarian lads, so you can just start piling through. Do you have enough generals piling in here? I think so. Let's just get them in. Yeah, all of you, start piling in. Since they're going this way anyway, they might as well continue. And down goes their Kingy McGee. And we haven't had a message about our deaths yet, so we're doing awfully well at this old nonsense, actually. Well done, everyone. Let's keep on piling through them. And some of you, yes, this set, you're going this way, are you? You head over towards the mini plaza over there. There is a pile of hoplites to take on. I'm not sure hoplites. You could do some untold evils to us, couldn't you? I'm going to say, get our lads over here, and we'll see what we can do. Now, they're now going to fight us slightly on the edge of the plaza, but they are going to keep routing, which is kind of funny. We'll see about that. We will, yeah, these guys, get yourselves over here. And that will probably be what we need to make this work, actually, because, yeah, once we've got them taking on these guys, we can get ourselves into the back of these lads, if I can get the drag to work. Okay, into the side of the phalanx. Sure, that will go really well. Definitely no one is going to die here. We'll just mop them up and it'll all be a-okay. So, I don't know who these guys are fighting back there. Apparently there's someone still left to fight. Kind of astounded that there's been no heroic death yet, especially as we are just taking on militia hoplites. They're wavering. I mean, they're on a plaza, so they'll keep fighting, per se. No! Of all the people to die, Titus Victor has killed himself, and Atlas of Himera, whoever he was, is dead. Titus Victor hath fallen to the Thracians. Well, at least he was heroic. He tried. He got in there, damn it. Everyone get out of there. Everyone get out of there, apart from the general and that lad. They can finish it off. Now his bodyguard finish it off, because it's their job, damn it. Ah, you fools. You died. Oh, that's the enemy general. I thought someone else died at the death. That would have been very, very silly. It's definitely our victory. We lost 2 generals, so I'm not actually. I'd say that's under par. Mildly under par, albeit we did lose 2 pretty good ones. And there we go. Tylus falls to us, and with that, Thrace are destroyed. Beautiful news. A heroic death there for Athos of Himera, who helped, I think, in a few battles. Titus Victor, who did get involved a fair amount, let's be fair to him. But Titus Victor will not live on any longer. Now, I would say Tertius Piavonius, yes, I can't remember his name before, but the old Judii guy, he's done all right, hasn't he? Sextus is no longer number 6 on the list. That's a bit disgusting. But I would say he is definitely, look at that face, he's definitely the truest of the generals amongst this lot. Cassius Brutus, I guess you're okay too. So we'll build ourselves some roads, we'll spend what money we don't have, and where can these guys go? You know what? I think the all-star team, you know what, sod that. We'll leave these guys behind. But I think, lads, you need to come down towards Tomzantium, and you need to maybe join the Pontic invasion, because I think these guys need some dealing with. And to be honest with you, I think what we should probably be doing at this stage is grabbing all of our agents, plonking them with him, and just going on the most brutal vengeance assault on Pontus. Okay, I don't like the fact that my original campaign, Pontus, became my great friends. Acas of Saraeus was my great love on that campaign. But this time, no, Pontus is going to kill Neos. Not happy with that. So we'll go and deal with them. Just loading up the boats here. That will be lovely. Oh yeah, it's got Steve on it. Steve, you're not supposed to be here. You know what? I guess you can come join us, Steve. I don't know what Steve's job is. We have this random dude up here from Armenia. Actually, this is a great general, by the way, who was standing over here in Armenian territory. I guess he must have been floating around this one, which is originally Greek. I'm not really sure why he was there. But anyway, we'll go and pick them up. That'll be fine. So yeah, you go and get on the boat. But yes, next time I would say Pontus. Need to be punched in the face. And I'm going to start by moving Aaron over here, over to the bridge. That is A-OK. And I guess we want a blacksmith over here. Looks like I need to... I do actually have quite a lot of money, by the way, realistically. I've just queued up a lot of things. Occasionally I have to unqueue them because I get a bit overzealous. But yeah, we'll get a blacksmith over there first and foremost, because then we can start getting more and more chariots over here. And with the Slayercids basically dead, we'll have to finish off Tarsus soon enough. Yeah, we'll should be in a good position. Oh yes, Cardenos is going to fall next turn too. Absolutely beautiful. Oh yes, on the note of falling, we need to go kill Calpornus. So Calpornus, yeah, you have been taken. Enslave that too, and I'm going to rename the town Calpornus Lol in honor of this guy's name. Excellent work. So we'll have this one growing. That'll be fine. We don't have enough men to retrain any of that, and also we don't have any money, and also it's a barbarian town, I think, so we can't really do anything with that. Okay, on the note of the Numidians looking pretty much like we have them under control, I would say then we can probably just send our men over here over to join up with our Spanish forces instead. Send some Roman and Numidian forces over there. We need to find a general for this one. I know, yeah, we've got this guy. This guy's going to lead that one. 103 men, by the way. Those are proper barbarian warlord cavalry. So they are going to be very, very tasty indeed. I'll see how much people are still interested in this series. As I say, I think there's a few little things to round off, and maybe, just maybe, if it's if it makes sense, we'll go for the whole map. Certainly, I think Pontus need to die. Selaces need to die. The rest, I don't know if they've offended me enough, but we will see if the stories continue to be fun, because we've got chariot armies ready, we've got Aaron still to go. But you know what, Athmos, maybe, just maybe, he has a little bit more to do yet. We will see about all of that next time, but for now I will leave you. I'm Thomas, this is Nerfed Human, and this has been our Rebels campaign here on Rome Total War. Thank you, and tally ho. Suffice to say, I could be doing a better job of, you know, not burning down my own city. Woo-hoo-hoo! That's the kind of hit we want. Let it not be said that our Emperor doesn't lead from the very front to hack down the peasants. This is about to go horrendously wrong. It's absolutely fine. It just gives these guys a reminder to maybe aim better next time.